Thank you for everyone joining this session. Hope everyone is doing good. So this session is regarding a focus and healing. So basically, focus and healing is where we are not able to now current days we are not able to focus on anything. We are just into this materialistic world. So daily we are doing all the stuffs, but we are not focusing on anything. So we have a motivational speaker, Mr. Shekhar Surve. He has done so many of sessions in different places, and he is giving an online session also. So with his experience, we are now going to take lots of knowledge about meditations and how to heal ourselves. So now we will just going to very soon we will hear all the good knowledge and good thoughts from Shekhar Surve sir. So we are glad that he is joining us and he is giving a time to uh, for this great time. So now let's start without going ahead with so many things. There are so many things to do now. Hello, Sika sir. Hi, good to see you. Online session. This is the first session like you are doing. You have given a time. This is a great things for us, and we are taking a great inspirations from you for doing our meditation sessions and how to heal up our body without taking a medicines also. Nowadays, medicine is only the key for healing up. So, can you please tell me, like now everyone is listening, all are joining, are waiting for you to say something about this session regarding.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining on a Sunday morning. I know it's a bit difficult to get up early, do all your morning rituals, especially on Sunday. And we join at 11 o'clock. Thanks a lot for joining. Thanks, Pradeep, for having me on this Zoom session. And I look forward to an active participation from each one of you. Um, this is going to be possibly a series of sessions, maybe a few of them coming up later, because this is a vast subject and everything cannot be covered in half an hour, 1 hour, or even 90 minutes of session. So you'll appreciate that. So come up with your queries, whatever it may sound small, it may sound to you maybe what stupid question to ask, but believe me, every question is relevant to learning, and it unclutters our mind, as well as it gives a chance for everyone to learn through your questions. So I invite a lot of questions from these sessions. What we'll do is, before we start off, a few instructions to participations that I request everyone to, if some people have not done, they can put their full name, at least first name and the surname. Uh, at the end of the session, we'll have a brief meditation. And for that meditation, I'll request everyone to keep your videos on so that I can see you, what is happening to and through you. And that will help me, guide you further during the meditation. And whatever comes to your mind, shoot the question. So don't worry about what the question is. We will be basically interacting in English as a language, but if you are more comfortable I can speak Marathi, Hindi, and English. I can understand Gujarati, but other languages, please pardon me. So you can speak in English, you can speak in Marathi, you can speak in Hindi. And to benefit of all, I'll try to answer in English, Hindi, or Marathi, so that you gain from these sessions. Thanks, Pradeep. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Such a great speech like you have given right now. Now, a daily basis, like we have this session is more regarding about uh, depressions, and the topic is healing focus, but more about what we are going through on daily basis. So First of all, you are saying about the meditations, like we should do meditations every day, morning, evening, like you getting a
Yeah.
time. But it's very difficult for everyone to do meditations. I know meditation is very helpful for changing what we are going through every day. But as you know, like nobody has teach me meditations. Like we know how to play footballs, everything, how to do pray and all that. But nobody has teach meditations like from schools, in our home also. There is no culture of India, so it is very job for meditations. Everyone do meditation, but nobody's teacher, so it is very difficult for us to. Uh,
Pradeep, your connection seems to be
every
unstable.
day, what we are doing every day, the connection is problem.
Yeah, it gets. Am I only having this issue, or other people also are?
Actually, Pradeep, you should check your connection because we are not
Every
able to hear
every
you. It is,
everyone is the problem.
It's not clear. It's not audible sometimes in between.
Yeah. What I'll do is, while Pradeep is checking his connection, what he basically is saying is how to meditate. Nobody teaches us how to do it, and how to find time to do it on a daily routine. So let me take that as a question while he's checking his connection. Meditation is, if you ask me, it's a very simple technique. If you know it, how to do it. Okay. We all face this problem that our mind is very cluttered and unstable. We think too many things at a time. We try to multitask, multi-skill while we are doing our routine things. Like while brushing, we also would like to watch some videos or Instagram. While working in office, we would like to work on two, three different things at a time. So we are getting programmed like this, and that's why the the chatterbox is always on, and our mind is thinking of too many things. Now, the basic thing that we need to try and achieve is to calm our mind and bring it to a focus point. Now, how to do it? There's a very simple technique to start with. Though there are different meditation technicalities, and once you go deeper into meditation, there are dynamic meditation. There are meditations who can take you to the past lives. Also, there are meditation which can take you to the projection of your future. But meditation basically means living in the present, and through this present, we achieve this calmness in the mind. Now, the bigger question that you will definitely have is how to do it. Now, if you look at life, or look at the general things that we encounter in life, we are basically either in the past or in the future. We are why we take tension is because we are so much worried about future. Why we are angry, or why we are thinking too much about some incidents in the past. So we are also thinking about past. So we need to understand that the only thing that you have in the present is your breath. I hope you agree to this, because one breath in and one breath out at a time, and that is where you are. The past and the future is outside the present. So if you focus on only the breathing, that is the starting point of getting your mind calm, your head focused on your mind, focused on the present. So what we need to do in meditation is simply uh, start observing your breath as it happens. We don't try to change it. We just observe. we become a third party to the breath, as if we are observing from a different perspective. Say if you can imagine that you are out of your body and seeing yourself from some different angle, to build that perspective and observe your breath. And while doing that, we can just look at how the breath is feeling, how is the temperature, is it warm or is it cold, or is it having just the right temperature, or is it forceful or is it easy. So all those things about breath, you just keep observing. Now what happens during this is, since we are not used to this kind of a process, because we are not routine meditators, the mind tends to move away from this. And the more you control your mind, the more it tends to it's a kind of a rebellion. You know what rebellion means. If you tell somebody to do something and the guy exactly doesn't want to do that thing that is being told, if you want to focus your mind, it will tend to move away from that. It will tend to take you to some incidents in the past or some worries of the future, something different. Some pain will appear on the body, some itching will appear on the skin somewhere in the body, or some tickling may happen. So all these things, they are distractors. But if you keep your focus and bring back your focus to the breath, slowly and steadily, the mind gets calmed down. We'll see it happening when we actually do meditation towards the end of this session, about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So that's a simple technique to start with. And the regularness of practicing this is very, very important. Just like I was telling in the session on Friday, that it's just like taking your bath in the morning. It's just like brushing your teeth. It's just like having your breakfast. So we need to bring this in the routine, basically to make sure that we allow some time, take out some time for this. Now, the million-dollar question that you must be having in your mind is how much time is required. Now, it depends on all of us, but if you can take out at least 10 minutes of time once a day, that should be good enough to start with. So I don't feel anybody cannot take out 10 minutes of their time on a daily basis. So another thing is when to practice meditation. Now, this question also must be there in minds of people. And generally people talk about, getting up very early in the morning and at about 5 o'clock in the morning and start all these things like meditation and exercise or a morning jog or walk. So that's, of course, the good time to meditate. Yes, because there's a lot of calmness in the air, minimum sounds, minimum distractions in the surroundings. But not that everyone with today's lifestyle is able to get up right in the morning for these things. So I have two suggestions. One is, of course, in the morning that you can practice. And second thing that you can try is just before going to bed. Because if you're just going to bed, if you can take out 10 minutes before that, practice this meditation and just go to bed, you'll be wondering how deep sleep or calm sleep that you'll enjoy that particular night. So these are the suggestions, of course. Over to you, Pradeep. Is your internet stable now?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you, sir. But as you said, like 10 minutes, we can give our time to meditations. But the problem is not about the 10 minutes, not about that. But we are now unable to focus our own self. The main thing is like not able, like for meditation also we need a focus, that we want to do meditations, and that is also very difficult nowadays, because the chattering mind is not stopping only, no, continuously, like wake up, oh, where is a phone, like let's go phone, check out the phone, Instagram, WhatsApp. That is the most important. Not we are doing like, let's woke up and do something better, do job, but no, we just wanted to first check out a phone. That is a habit has been done nowadays, which is like triggering our mind now. So that is also giving like but chattering mind is one of the most concern nowadays, like nobody can stop that. And meditations, for meditation also we need to stop chattering, that we should not do anything. Okay, we can focus, we just woke up 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, there is no, there is usually people used to woke up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Now till 7 o'clock also it's like problem for waking up at 4 o'clock. 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock also it's like, okay, now we can wake up at 7, 8, but still no. So healing and focus is more important for us. Like now we don't, world is coming on technology part. Everyone is using technology. Technology is so fast that we are unable to move on with ancient things. Like meditation was the ancient, like grandfather and grand to grandfather they used to do, which is very useful for our body and for mind and for soul also. But nobody wants to do. And the important is like no, like school also not teaching this. School teaching us like history, science, everything, cricket, where they can earn money, but not about this. Meditation is so. If we start from the like child time, then we would have done better meditations also. But whoever on this, like I think so, joining, they want to understand like how to focus on the meditation first, instead of focusing on the how to make the mind to do meditations. So please guide us on that.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I agree with you that the technology is putting us through a lot of gadgets these days. The first thing in the morning, everybody wants to see is whose message has come. Yesterday, I sent some message to somebody, has he replied or not? He or she has replied or not? So that has become a habit. So, we are moving from, we started with 2G to 3G, now 4G, 5G, and so on. And soon we'll have a chip in our brains, and then everything can be, seen through our eyes. That technology is also getting developed. So this is about outside world, as the outside technologies get developed, we also need to gear up for, developing the internal technologies. We, as India being mother of all this spiritualism, and world is looking at us for spiritual practices. Unfortunately, because of invasions and wrong teachings, wrong history being taught through convenience or through some vested interests, we have lost touch with our grassroots, what is needed. So as you rightly said, it is not being taught in schools because they have to follow the curriculum which is set out by the boards or the central ministry. So let it take its own time to happen. What we can also do is, on a day-to-day routine, I'll ask one question that, who nobody teaches us meditation or spirituality. So who taught us to handle these smartphones? We learned it ourselves, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but something that we cannot decipher, or something that we cannot understand in the technology, especially the generational gap. The older generation wants to know something. The young generation helps them. In the similar lines, we need to help each other. So the one who is having knowledge needs to spread it. So coming to your question of how to do is, it's so simple that, you can have a one breath meditation. Just observe one breath at a time. While you're traveling, if you're traveling in a train or in a car or in a bus, or even if you're walking, while being aware of what is happening around you for safety purpose, just focus on that one breath in and out. Increase it to 2 breaths, 10 breaths. Typically, a human being, a normal human being whose breath is a normal pace, it is about 12 to 15 breaths per minute. So if you do 1 minute meditation, you have observed breath for 10 to 15 times. If you do 2 minutes, it just doubles. So in 10 minutes, you'll be observing about 150 breaths. And it may take a few minutes to bring focus. Like initially, it's difficult, I understand, because I have also gone through this process of meditation. Now, easier said than done, but initially, yes, the mind is such a thing that it doesn't allow you to calm down. So here I'll touch upon one small thing about breath, may or may not be known to people, but our breath is having 3 basic elements. These are called nadis. There is a Ida nadi, there is a Pingala nadi, and there is a Sushumna nadi. So Ida nadi is also called a Chandra nadi. It is a left nadi, and Pingala nadi is a right, Surya nadi, and Sushumna is something that is through both. Now, if you can just quickly check your breath, if you can put your videos on, we can just have a look. Can I ask everyone to put their videos on? Just check your breath. You'll find that one of the nostril is having more flow of air when you exhale than the other nostril. Can you just check?
Please, everyone put on video. Please, there's a request so that we can see everyone at least doing properly or not.
If you are not able to put on video for some reason, don't worry about it, but do check your breath. See whether left is more powerful than right or right is more powerful than left, or is it balanced? You can do one thing. You can just put a finger and close one of the nostril, see the breath, then to the other nostril, see the breath, and you will immediately know which is stronger and which is weaker. Can you put your mic on unmute, Mr. Rajendra? Satish, you want to say something? Not able to hear you.
Yeah, left one is stronger, right one is not so strong.
Yeah, so Chandra Nadi is on. So just to check, this is the normal case when there is a science behind it. It is called as Swaradvaya Shastra, or the Shastra of breath, the science of breath. And your bodily functions, your emotions are controlled by which breath is stronger and which breath is weaker. Okay, we can touch that topic. It's a topic by itself. But basically, since the emotions are controlled by these 2 nadis.
Sorry to.
Yeah. Please.
Hello. Yeah, sorry to tell you. Is the nostril, there is a problem with the nostril, or what is it exactly?
No, it is not. If you are having some cold and stuffed nose, yes, I agree.
No,
There's a
not
physical blockage.
Regular. No. I'm asking not about the cold situation, but in the normal situation.
There is no problem in the nostrils. I can assure you that. Typically, one of the side is operating on a standard count basis for about 50-55 minutes. When there's a switchover from, like, for example, your left is now active, right is not so active. It will switch over to the right after some time. And while switching over, it passes through the Sushumna Nadi. Okay.
No, what I feel, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I feel some bone or something which is maybe excess on this side, or some mucus. You can say the mucus or skin. You can say it is more on the, you can say, right hand side in my case. Is it?
It is normally not because of that. That could be temporary. A lot of people have one bone coming out, protruding out internally and blocking the passages. But as the body is made up of, it will have one of the side more stronger than the other side. That's how the body functions.
Acha.
Okay, that's why I said there's a science of breath.
Okay.
So our intention of getting deeper into meditation through this daily practice is to come to the Sushumna Nadi, and that is where we can find peace and calm in our mind. And daily practice will certainly help you in getting into that zone. Now, if your left is stronger, your emotions are stronger. If your right is stronger, your anger or energy is higher. So there are different aspects to each. While when your Sushumna is on, it is perfectly balanced, and that is when you can enter into a deep meditative state. So our aim is to get into that particular zone by daily practice. So daily practice is very important, and we can start with 1 breath, 1 minute, move up to 10 minutes, and typically if you do it for 30 minutes at a stretch, that will give you more benefits than practicing 5-10 minutes at a time. It's good to start with small steps, baby steps, so that you can progress. As you progress, you will see the benefits, you see the calmness, you enjoy the calmness, and then you'll be tempted to go for more time, and then
This can be benefit for the people who's like, when they want to communicate with someone, they can at least check out like which nadi is working, so that like that can stop like fighting and all. Also in relationship it is very better, like
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
talking to someone and if you find like okay, she has or he has said something and which is going to trigger my mind, and then I can go and
Pradeep,
blast that
you're touching something which will trigger another hours of discussion.
yeah, I know that.
So we can take it up as a topic separately
Yeah,
for the benefit of all.
no problem,
Excuse
sir.
me.
Yeah.
Morning I'm doing twice actually. Is it sufficient?
Twice what?
This breathing exercise I'm doing only twice only. Twice means 2 sessions only. Is it sufficient?
One session is of how much duration?
You can say 2-3 minutes like.
To begin with, it is okay. Now, what kind of breathing? You just observe breathing or do some pranayam techniques?
No, only just breathing only. One nose and this from the next nostril.
That's a pranayam technique. Like,
Pranayam.
yeah, that's a pranayam technique. You are doing
Yeah.
Anulom Vilom, basically.
Yeah, alom vilom.
Yeah.
Vilom.
Anulom Vilom is a technique to, clear your nostrils, clear your tracts, nadis, basically.
Yeah.
So you forcefully take through one, release from other, and then do the other way around. So that's a practice to clear the nadis, basically.
Okay.
But that is not something. It's a point where you can start. All those Anulom Vilom, Bastrika, and Ujjayi, these will help you clear your nadis, so that your breathing is even, and you can actually control it the way you want. So I'll take the point Pradeep mentioned about controlling emotions, anger, and all. So I'll take that point now, because things might have got triggered in your minds. So basically, if you observe when you're angry, just observe your breathing. When next time you get angry, don't get angry on anyone unnecessarily. But if you happen to get angry, just observe your breath and observe two things about breath. One is the pace of the breath, and second is the depth of the breath. What I mean by pace is how many breaths per minute you are taking. So normally, if you are at a calm state like we are right now, the typical frequency will be about 12 to 15, or even lower for some people. But when you are angry, it can go up to 25, 30, or even higher than that. When you get excited, the frequency goes up. And as the frequency goes up, the breathing becomes shallower. That's what I mean by the depth of the breathing. So it is more through nostrils, or at the most, it is reaching your, of course, the breath reaches your lungs, otherwise you won't survive. But the prana that is taken from the breath, which is different from oxygen, has to go deeper through lungs. It actually goes through nadis, and it needs to reach to your navel region. So when you are angry, it is shallower. It is shallower, and that is where the emotions get triggered. Now, the contrary to this, as you get angry, your breath becomes faster and shallower. If you want to control your anger, just observe your breath, calm it down to 12-15 breaths per minute. Take it deeper to your navel, and you'll be wondering how the anger has, gone in a few minutes or so. You may remember that when we were a child, maybe our parents would have told us that if you are angry with somebody, just count 10 or count 100. Okay. What actually it meant is you count your breaths 10 or 100, and your anger may subside. And then you may not be required to face a situation which can lead to, further going through that anger and taking some action. So as the anger controls your breath, the vice versa is also true. The breath can control your anger. So if you're angry, you can actually control the anger by controlling your breath, calming the breath down to 12-15 and taking it deeper. Now, have you seen the newborn babies or babies breathing? Any observation you have made about their breathing technique?
They are
Anyone?
taking very
Yep.
breathing are very fast.
But if you see their bodily motions, when they breathe in, their belly comes out. Have you observed this? Next time you see a baby, just observe. That's the natural way of breathing. The stomach has to come out when you breathe in, and stomach has to go inside when you breathe out. Typically, what happens is our chest keeps coming up and down, coming in and out. That's not the way to breathe. The breathing has to be through stomach. And if it's through stomach, the stomach belly comes out, and while you're exhaling, it goes in. That is how the breath or prana can go deeper to your navel region, or even deeper than that. And that is where the energy that we receive through breath is spread across our body to all parts and all cells of our body. So try and observe your breath. As you observe, see how deeper the breath is going, and see whether you can actually hold one of your palm at your stomach near the belly and see whether it is moving in and out. If it is moving in and out, continue with that way of breathing. If it is not, then do it consciously. This will help you, maintain that calm and not have the chatterbox control over you, or the other way around. You can control the mind by a proper way of breathing. So,
But actually, the heartbeat increases
yeah.
usually when you're, So how to control that? Like
Heart beats, basically what a heart does is
when you're angry, usually the heartbeat increases and you little bit, sometimes you feel something abnormal like.
it's actually other way around. The heartbeat increasing is a effect of the anger, which is triggered, which forces you to take more oxygen because you're breathing shallow. Since you're breathing shallow,
Okay.
the oxygen intake in the body reduces per breath. That's why you have to breathe more often than in a non-anger mode. And more you are breathing, the heart gets a signal that this guy is doing some exercise. I need to pump in more blood so that the blood and oxygen through the blood reaches all parts of body. That's where the heartbeats go up. So next time when you observe this, just reverse the process through breathing. See your heartbeats come down and you start calming down mentally. Anger will vanish in a few minutes or so. Keep doing that. So they are all interconnected. Anger, the heartbeat, and the breath, they are all interconnected. They happen so quickly, coordinated manner that you feel that the heartbeat goes up first, rather than the anger triggering the breath and then heartbeat.
Okay.
So one more question, sir.
Yeah.
People are like nowadays, people are saying like we should woke up at when we woke up, like we should take a bath and properly, then we can go for a meditation. Is it like mandatory, like we should take a bath and then we can go for a meditation, or we can do without also? Like we woke up and just we want to go for meditations, instant meditations.
Good question, because this could be there in minds of many people. Meditation is internal cleaning, basically. It's like taking the bath for the mind. So I don't buy the theory of necessity of taking bath, but your stomach needs to be clean, so you can flush out the things and brush your teeth and come and sit for meditation. And because if you take bath, there could be ritualistic chanting of mantras, and then post bath there could be some puja being performed. So you get into that zone, and then the meditation takes a backseat. So ideally, if you don't feel the urge to go for clearing your stomach, then you can sit straight away like that and do meditate.
So one question from Satish Guru.
Yeah.
How is meditations different from relaxation and thinking?
Meditation leads to relaxation. So if you do it's a technique used for relaxation. Relaxation of what? That could be a better question to answer, because we always relaxation of the body. So I'll put 3 to this: relaxation of body, mind, and soul. So for relaxation of body, sleep is sufficient. But how to relax mind? Sleep temporarily will calm down your mind, because you're not aware of what is happening during sleep. If you get a deep sleep, then yes, the mind also gets relaxed. But because of various issues and problems that we face on a day-to-day life, the tensions that we carry and pressures that we experience due to this lifestyle, how much amount of sleep you will be able to get? Maybe 6 hours, 7 hours in this busy schedule, maximum 8 hours if you are working professionals at a stretch. And how much of that will be a deep sleep? Maybe a couple of hours, or 2.5 to 3 hours maximum, right? Now, this also can be achieved through half an hour meditation. If you do half an hour meditation, your mind goes into such a relaxation mode that it slowly reduces your requirement for sleep. You can remain active, awake, with lesser sleep also. But you need to practice it on a daily basis for at least half an hour during the day. More than 20 minutes is what is recommended.
So is it extra sleep? If you sleep extra time, more than 8 hours, is it harmful?
Yeah, because the body clock is working internally. The body needs to get into action. Or there's an internal body clock which drives the functions of all our organs. So extra sleep means why you need extra sleep? Because you're not getting enough deep sleep, or you're not getting enough relaxation during sleep. That's why you need extra sleep. Otherwise, something around 6 to 7 hours of good sleep is good enough for you to recharge all your body organs and also the mind. So to get deep sleep,
I'm getting up at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm getting up at 5 o'clock. Then after 2-3 hours, then I feel like sleepy. I sleep for 5 hours only at night, but get up at 5 o'clock. But again, I feel sleepy like.
So how to pump in more energy so that you don't feel sleepy?
Okay.
That's the question you need to answer. Because either you're not getting enough sleep in those, enough relaxation in those 5 hours of sleep, or just you got habituated to getting up at 5 o'clock and you get up. So,
Yeah.
so if you meditate before sleep, maybe
But when I get up at 5 o'clock, I feel I slept well actually. I mean, sufficient sleep I've taken.
okay. So try
Anyway.
doing some activities when you feel sleepy. If it is a physical requirement, it's good to go to sleep and relax. But not many people can do it. So
Hello.
it is better to get a more sleep if it is required at a stretch rather.
Yeah, once I go out there is no problem. But when I'm just sitting on my sofa, I'll just feel I'll do some activities, then I don't feel sleepy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So not having any activity can also bring in lethargy, and lethargy can bring in sleep.
Yeah, correct. That's my case.
Another question on the same thing. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are a lot of people who just travel a lot, like traveling in sense for work.
Yeah.
From long distance, and they go home back late again. When do they meditate? Like, because they don't get time to meditate.
How do you
Because when they
travel?
like people are traveling from Surat to Mumbai on daily basis.
How do you travel? What mode you take?
It's not about me, I'm talking.
No, generally people travel by car or by train or
By train.
by flight, right?
Yeah.
So during this time, you get enough time for meditating during travel also. Like we practice a meditation called as open eye meditation.
Okay.
Okay. You're worried that you can't sleep in a public transport.
Yeah, because there are obstacles.
Obstacles, yeah, absolutely. But still you can practice this meditation. So
But how to overcome those obstacles also?
focus on breath, simple. Obstacles will be there, like somebody will shout, somebody will speak loudly, somebody's phone will ring, you'll start talking on phone, or some vendor will come in a train to sell you something. So all this disturbance will keep coming. Now the mind typically tends to go and attend these disturbances. So we have to just bring it back to the breath. That's how. And by practice, you will see that now my disturbances have reduced. They are not so much as they used to be. So during travel, you can practice by closed eyes or by open eyes. Open eyes is of course difficult, and it's an advanced way of meditation, but it's absolutely possible and doable. Because you're basically shutting your mind. So what you see doesn't matter to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, one more question regarding sleep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, one more question. We just discussed about 8 hours of sleeping is necessary, but 8 hours is you get more benefits when you sleep between 10 to 6, or even at whatever hours. You can sleep at 1 o'clock at night and get up at 9 o'clock. So which is more beneficial? I'm talking purely from the point of view of younger generation who prefer to sleep late and then cover that 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Which is better? Which gives you better benefits?
Obviously, the day and night cycle is designed in such a way that your body clock also adjusts to that day and night cycle. So ideal timing for sleeping will be between 10 and 6, 10 and 5, or 7 hours of sleep. That should be good enough. But in cities, it's difficult to sleep at 10, and understand that. And typically young generation, they are on some activity, and most of the peers get free during night. So their activity actually goes up at night.
Correct.
And it's a habitual thing also, little bit, that people don't want to give up that. They just want to connect, and even if they are not connected, just keep observing some videos and some chat and some things on the phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So uh, it's a kind of a vice that one individually needs to get over. But ideal time is to sleep between 10 and 11 and get up before the sunrise. That's the ideal time.
Thanks.
But,
Thank you.
but if you are not able to do that for your work pressure or whatever, then you have to get up early in the morning. Then how to deal with it? That's where the meditation helps in reducing your quota for sleep. But don't go by it immediately, because it's a long way. Easier said than done. So if you start practicing half an hour twice a day, then your quota will reduce by 1 hour, 1.5 or to 2 hours a day. You won't feel less of energy during the day if you practice twice a day meditation. So it's all individual, and one has to explore and experience and then design their lifestyle based on what they experience through meditation. There is no prescription like, you take crocin and your headache and fever will be gone. It is not like that, because everybody's genes, DNA, upbringing, everything is different. If you touch upon karma, everybody's karma is also different. So everybody's projection about the world is different than every other fellow. So one has to explore and find the best fit for himself or herself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, Pradeep, any more questions?
Nowadays, like youngsters are getting very too much thinking about the future. They are just like they can't do anything in the present, but they just want to focus on the future. Like whatever they are planning for the future, not for the present.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, they are getting anxiety. Like anxiety is like nowadays they are scared of everything. So they are stop living a present life. So meditation is one of the reasons, but how they can come out with if they can't meditate, for example, they can't right now meditate, but how they can do is there I've heard about the affirmations and all. So is it focusing also, affirmations work on the focusing part also?
Yes, definitely, if it is done in a proper way. But I'll tell you another thing which yogis like Sri M, if anybody follows him, it's a good person to follow. He told a story, which a real thing, not a story, imaginary story. We typically worry about past and future, right? That's a right question to be answered. Now, he talked about something like somebody has slapped him when he was a child. Okay. Now, how much time that slap will hold on the physical body? If it is a nice, not so intensive, not so. So it will be for a few minutes or so. You will feel okay after a couple of minutes or 5 minutes or so. If it is a tight one, then maybe you'll lose a tooth and then it will pain further for a few weeks till the time it is healed completely. What happens actually is the slap has happened in the childhood. We are still carrying that in our mind. Okay. Now this thing we need to get over with. Somebody has slapped you. Maybe because you did something wrong, maybe you didn't do something wrong, and whatever happened during those circumstances, why it is affecting you now. So we need to get rid of these things. How to get rid of these things is simply, keep throwing it out of your mind. Not physically, mentally you keep throwing it out till the time it stops bothering you. It may not happen in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 month, 1 year, but keep throwing it out. Now, this is where affirmations come very handy. You can't remember each and every incidents, and each and every incidents can be imagined in the mind, and then you try to throw it out. It takes hell of a time. So you design some affirmations which are basically positive statements in the present. They are in the present tense or present perfect tense, and say these statements on a daily basis at least 3 times. At least 3 times. In a voice that is only heard by you. In a spiritual language, it is called as Upanshuvani. Like, you are talking to yourself, but you are using your vocal cords. It is not that you are saying it in your mind. So use your vocal cords, but not loud enough for the outside world to hear. Make your own statements like, I get over all these issues of the past now. That could be one of the statements. I forgive all those people who troubled me till date. You can make your own statements based on the experience that you have. Say it at least 3-5 times, more often if you can. How to do it is you can write these statements in a notebook. You can make your own notebook, make your own statements, write them down. And once these things stop bothering you, replace these statements with the new botherings that surface. So keep doing that, and slowly you will find that all these troublesome memories will be out of your mind. Surely they go, but we need to practice it with faith, with full trust on the process, and with the statement which are positive in the present or present perfect tense. The statement cannot be in the past, cannot be like, I have healed, I will heal. Those statements don't work. Energy understands only what is being said and how it is being said. So when you make these statements, you have to believe that these statements are true and have already happened. You have to put the emotions behind it. Emotions will throw the energy to the universe, and this energy will heal all those things that are bothering you. So these two things are very important, that you have to believe that these have happened and put emotions, and this statement need to be very, very clear. I'll give you an example. So it's not an example created by me. Well, it's a good example to give. Like, if I say I like apple, some of you may have heard this. I like apple. So suddenly, what triggers in your mind is, oh, this guy. I'm saying I means I'm talking about myself. Like means he likes apple. So what does it mean by apple? Is it a fruit? It is not specified in the statement. Or is it some gadget? Apple iPhone, AirPod, iPad, or what? If it is a fruit, then I like apple fruit. Then still the mind is confused. The energy is confused, whether it is talking about red apple, green apple, Fiji apple, Chinese apple, New Zealand apple, which apple is talking about. So we need to be very, very specific when we talk about it. So bring that specific thing. So if you say, I like red apples, red Indian apples, then it becomes very, very specific. So your affirmations need to be specific, present tense. There has to be a belief behind what you say. There has to be emotion. And then the third most important thing is you have to accept that this has already happened with you. Just an imagination, but so that also brings a lot of trust behind this statement. And if you say these affirmations in Upanshuvani, heard by yourself, you are actually sending this positive energy into the cosmos. And this energy, positive energy, will attract similar energy, and it will heal whatever you are intending to get healed. That's how it works. Same thing about future. People are worried about future. So my suggestion will be, with something which has not yet happened, why worry about it? Okay. Now, a lot of people will talk about it like this. Why worry about it? But yes, you will be worried about it. But what you can do about it right now? What you can do about it right now is some action in the present. So what those actions, you need to focus on those actions. So meditations help you to remain in present, and more often you remain in present, it is less you are in past or future, and that's how you slowly get rid of your worries, and also stop worrying about these things which has already happened in the past or yet to happen in the future. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes actually, usually when I meet some person, usually I forgot his name or his face or something. How to gain such memory, how to increase our memory?
Uh, this can be answered through the spiritualism, obviously, because more you become spiritual, more you become meditative, more you become a practitioner of all these techniques, your memory power is more focused, and you will be wondering how it helps you remember a lot of things which you were not remembering. So you need to practice these things. Like I have done Art of Living, Sudarshan Kriya, and just by practicing Sudarshan Kriya, earlier I used to have problems in remembering the phone numbers because I was in sales, handling sales. So remembering phone numbers was also important. That time we didn't have digital diaries or phones which could store. Okay, we used to. So this Kriya helped in remembering those phone numbers. So people used to wonder how this guy is able to remember all these phone numbers. And somebody asks for a phone number, you just say it. So these techniques do help in remembering, because it basically removes what is not required to be, occupied in the mind or brain, you can say. So if you remove the clutter, there's a more space for things to have in the mind and the brain.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody is having any questions? Can ask directly or through Pradeep.
Anyone who wants to know about meditations or something which you're facing problem? Or else we can go for a short meditations. Okay, so I think so, like everyone is done. Everyone got their answer. If anyone wants to ask question, they can post on this chat box. Okay, if they can't speak, but if they want to know something about themselves or about something techniques or like, so you can post messages right now also. So after a meditation, short meditation, we can go ahead with a 5 minutes more question and answer. But we are going for the meditations right now for at least like 5 minutes. We can take a short meditations so that like you can calm your mind or body. And so please guide us on the meditations, like how we can do right now.
We will take a short meditation.
Yeah.
I'll suggest that you put your videos on so that I can see you as this happens.
So everyone just put on video, please, this time. This is a request. So that we can see your face and we can. One question comes like, one question is like, can we teach meditations to child who is like below 10 years? Is it possible?
We have to involve them in different activities which will lead them to healing rather than, because they are too much occupied with a lot of things. So of course they can do meditation if they are able to, but we do take some workshops in the Samvad Center for kids below 10 or 12 years of age. These are activity-based healings, about 3-4 hours. And through activities, a lot of healing happens to kids. So there are surprising revelations during those activities with the kids. Like one of such thing I can mention here is Of course, I'm not taking anybody's name. In one of the activity, we had one twin sisters for the session, and we had a drawing activity. During the drawing activity, one of the twins, girl, she drew a picture of 3 siblings in the womb. Okay, now this kid was some 7-8 years of old, and we were shocked to see that they are already twin, and then she drew another person, another fetus. And when the parents came to pick up the kids, and this was discussed with them, and they were shocked to see the drawing as well. And then they revealed that there was a third one which could not survive. But these kids didn't know about it. So such things happen. Not that every time a miracle has to happen, but kids get a good amount of healing during these sessions. If you can put them into meditation, good for them in the long term. Earlier generations, we used to pray after we take a bath. That was compulsory. Pray for 5 minutes and then you will get your breakfast. Now the things have changed. So we can put them through some healing sessions like this. Or you can ask them to sit with you
So
when
at
you
what
meditate.
age? So at what age we should start for the kids?
See, till the age of 7, they are very well connected with their soul and their past also. So it's not that they don't need, but they are already into meditative state. After 7 years of age, they start exploring the world, and the digression process starts after that.
Okay.
The seeds are sown earlier, like we keep teaching them right from year 1. So after 7, if they can start, it's better.
Okay.
Ask them to just sit quiet, eyes closed for 2 minutes. That's good enough for them. If you tell them focus on your breath, they will not listen to you. Just tell them to sit quiet, close their eyes, sit quiet for 2 minutes. They will sit 2 minutes, they will understand. 2 minutes is a very short time. Don't wake them up for 5-10 minutes. And they will be wondering how much time they have sat. So can we take a meditation? Not everybody's video is on. So I believe that they don't want to put their videos on. Pradeep, I can see you at 2 places. What is that?
Oh yeah, I have just
It's-
put on my phone also.
It's okay. If it is not disturbing, fine.
Yeah.
So wherever you are, just sit in a very comfortable position. If you are sitting with your legs crossed legs, that's also okay. That's the best position. If you're sitting in a chair, just relax your feet nicely on the ground. Ensure that if you're sitting on a chair, don't sit in a cross-legged position. Okay, just see that everything is resting nicely. Your body is resting nicely wherever you're sitting. Your legs, if you are on a floor, on a chair, the feet are resting nicely on the ground. Keep your hands on your around your knees. Whatever, if you want to face it upwards, fine. If you want to face it downward, don't put it like crossed. Anything that crosses will, entangle the energy flow when we meditate. So everything has to be not entangled. Okay. And observe your breath, what is happening to your breath. See how it is moving in and out. Don't try to change the pace or speed of the breath or the depth of the breath. Just observe. Whenever you feel like, slowly close your eyes, naturally, not forcefully. While observing your breath, the breath is coming in through your nostrils, going inside. Observe till what point inside it goes. And while exhaling, it's coming out, touching the part of your throat through your nostrils and going out of your nostrils. Keep observing for some time. If any disturbances keep coming, let them come and go. Your thoughts will keep coming and going. Allow them to come and go. We are not going to force anything to happen. We are just allowing everything to happen very naturally. Keep observing your breath. While doing so, see whether your stomach is also moving with the breath. The shoulders are not moving, your chest is not moving. We are relaxing our body, starting from head to toe. Relax your forehead. Any tension or wrinkles, just relax on your forehead. The top of your head is completely relaxed. Relax your eyebrows and the eyes. Relax your nose, your mouth, your tongue. The tongue is nicely relaxed inside your mouth. Your cheeks, your entire face. Relax your ears, left and right. Your face is completely relaxed. Relax your neck, your throat. The back of your neck, your vertebrae. The neck is completely relaxed. And there is no muscle tension of any kind. Now relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, both the arms, left and right. Relax your fingers. While relaxing, you remove all the sensation in the body parts. Both hands are relaxed, nicely resting. Relax your chest, your lungs, your bones, encasing your vital body organs. Your stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine, both the kidneys and your heart. Relax your heart. Relax your back. All the vertebrae and the spinal cord. Right up to your waist. Relax your waist. Relax all your reproductive organs. We relax all your lower body parts. Relax your butts, thighs, knees, calf muscles. Both the feet. Ankle and the toes. Relax all the bones inside your body. You feel the lightness. The body is extremely light. Slowly, your sensation of your body is fading away. Observe for any sensations at any point in the body. Any kind of pain or entanglement or tightness. Relax it by leading your breath to that part of your body. If you have any specific organ ailment, Send energy to that organ. Through your breath and by using your mind. Send a lot of energy to those organs which require healing. Our breath carries life force energy that we receive from the cosmos. Get as much energy as you like. There's an abundance of life force energy in the cosmos. And you have a receiver in your head which can draw this energy inside. Activate that receiver in your head, situated on the backside of your head inside your brain. This is a receiver of life force energy or universal energy or life trance, which runs through our body and keeps our body healthy. Receive as much energy as you like and channelize it to the entire body, cells of your body, inside the cells, in between the cells. Fill the gaps with this energy. All your organs, your brain, nervous system, circulatory system, your heart, lungs, digestive system, and your excretory system. Take this energy to all these points and energize all your body parts by energizing smallest cells and inside the cells. Feel that flow of energy coming from your head and spreading across your body. Remain in this state for a while. Take in as much as you want. Keep this receiver on even after finishing the meditation to get energy on a continuous basis. Slowly bring your focus back to your breath. Breath is coming out, going in. Keep your focus on the breath and bring back awareness of your body. Make a few movements of your body. Move your shoulders, your head a little bit. Get the awareness of your body back. Thank yourself for being in this session. Thank everyone else in this session for the group energy. And whenever you feel like, slowly open your eyes. And rub your palms together like this. You generate heat and give it to your eyes, your ears, your heart, and then to entire body. If you've kept water bottle nearby, just have a few sips for grounding purpose. Have some small piece of sweet, whatever sweet, sugar is taken. Anybody wants to share their experience, they can do it now.
Just feeling better, like without anything. You're not thinking about anything, just meditating like.
Very relaxing and calming.
Good, thank you. If everybody
Actually,
can
one-
share, it will help others also, and it will help the individual also. If you speak out,
Actually, one problem.
yeah.
Yeah, one problem I
On
face.
mute.
Yeah, Mr. Raghavan.
One problem I face actually is I have to do it on the sofa only. I can't sit down and.
Not a problem. No? Why you see it
Okay.
as a problem?
Yes, just to sit on the floor is a big problem for me. I get
That's
cramps also because of that. I get the cramps also in my this calf and this.
You need to be bodily comfortable, to be in a meditative state. So that's why I said that find a place where you can sit comfortably.
Yeah.
Not necessarily sitting cross-legged. That's the best position, but it's not the compulsion.
Okay.
Many times, if you are not able to sit, you can also do lying down. Unless you are doing a chakra sadhana, lying down is also okay.
Okay.
हा शेखर
Yeah.
हा छान वाटलं खूप.
Thanks.
केलं मी पण व्हिडिओ ऑन करू शकले नाही कारण थोडस याच्यात होते, पण खूप छान वाटलं.
Good.
आणि जरा उशिराच जॉईन केलं होतं, म्हणजे मला लिंक करून परत करता आलं, पण खूप बरं वाटलं मला.
This is not the end of the session series. नंतर परत जॉईन करता येईल तुम्हाला
बरं
पुढच्या
बरं
सेशनला.
ठीक. ओके.
Okay, nice having the session with you, Mr. Shekhar. Thanks for whatever information you have given to us.
Thanks for joining. The participants made the sessions very interesting and relaxing as well. It's a group energy that is helpful.
Daily we learn something, no, at least.
The good thing is you can practice it. Now you get confidence that you can practice it on a daily basis.
Okay.
You can use this recording also to practice it.
Okay.
Pradeep, hope this will be available. You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Pradeep, you're on mute. You have to unmute.
So we have a channel on we have a YouTube channel. You can check it out, and this will be uploaded very soon on our channel. So you can have this, and you can use this for your meditation purpose also, and you can share with everyone who is needed it. And thanks to like joining this session. I hope everyone is like feeling good about themselves, and they are more comfortable like now doing a meditations, and they have got their answers of why to meditate. So we all hope like we will see very soon. We are whenever like, so we have a WhatsApp group now. We are going to create a WhatsApp group. So everyone please put the name with the numbers so that I can add up on a group. And so in future whenever we are keeping a session, so we will update everyone, and they can also send this to link everyone who wants to really get benefit from meditations and all. This is a like request from my end, and I hope everything is done now. Like in fact, like Shekhar sir has given a lot of time to us. It's a valuable time, and we have
It's my
learned.
pleasure, Pradeep.
And thank you very much. Thank you from my heart. Like what you have given a time and the knowledge. It was a very glad for our life purpose. You have enlightened our life also.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone wants to
Thank you,
ask
Pradeep.
anything? So we have a 5 minutes more. Like we can go ahead with the 5 minutes. And if anyone wants to know something or want to ask questions, we have a 5 minutes, so we can go ahead with that also.
I would like to thank Mr. Shekhar for a lovely session, which was so informative. And I used to just read about meditation, but used to find it very difficult after reading it, how to do it. But today I have learned lot many things, and I have decided that I will start practicing it on daily basis, and also teaching others, as in whoever are close to me and my family members. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with all of us.
Thanks a lot for joining. Do share this. Our fees is only to make more and more people into it. Get more and more people into it. That's why we keep this free so that people don't have hesitation to join. And once you get something out of it, you can spread this word.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks once again.
So hope so like everyone is done. And so thank you everyone joining this session, and have a great time, and have a great Sunday. I might like next Sunday, and that after all Sunday, like you will be finding very good things. So this Sunday might be more cheerful because like you have done a meditation and you have learned lots of things from Mr. Sekhar Surbe, who has shared a lots of experience about himself, what he have done. So thank you everyone. This will so we will give you the link of a YouTube. You can go and you can check it out the video, and you can take a benefit from this video after this session also.
Next Sunday
Thank
you
you,
will
sir.
be continuing the same.
Sorry?
Next Sunday you will be continuing the same.
we are going to, because Sekhar sir also is very busy. So he is also doing a lot of things. So we will ask Sekhar sir like whenever he is free, so he will give us a time. And
Maybe we
because-
can choose a weekday night or so around 8:30, 9 o'clock also for our.
because people have to be awake, and yeah, that's what correct. Sir. We will do that only. So next session will be we will post everyone. The next session,
post us.
because this time it was a hurry up. We have posted very like Friday and all that, but we will
Just
mention.
update. No, just update when will be the next session.
Correct. We will do it. We will do it.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. So we are ending this session, and have a great time. Enjoy your Sunday with a great meditation, and go ahead with.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you a lot. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you. Yeah. Bye bye. Have a great time. Bye.
Okay.